Good evening, y'all. I know I said I wasn't going to go live. I know I said I wasn't going to do upload, but I'm done with what I need to do today. And I do want to say something. I want to bring awareness. You guys are probably wondering who this little boy is on my screen. If you go back into my videos, I introduced you people to this little boy a few months ago. His name is Steven. And as you can tell by this picture, he has angel wings, which what? Signifies death. He's gone from us. He is no longer in this world. And I know y'all are probably like, okay, and what the hell? What that have to do with anything? Well, I'm going to tell y'all what it has to do with. It has to do with the ignorance of people. It has to do with heartless people. It has to do with rude people. It has a lot to do with people who just don't understand nature, life, disease, nothing. Stephen was 10 years old, and Stephen and I share something in common, along with millions and millions of other people, some people in this community. And that is the fact that Stephen wore a colostomy bag, and I, as you guys know, wear an ileostomy bag. I know that some who are not educated even know the difference between a colostomy and an ileostomy. Stephen is not 20. Stephen's not 30. Stephen's not 40. Stephen went through 27 surgeries from birth. Stephen had colon issues at birth. Stephen has been wearing a colostomy bag since birth, something that he had no control over, something that I know he wished he did not have, but he pressed the fuck on, and he grew up to be a handsome young man, but he didn't be able to go past the age of 10 years old. And you wonder why? Because of bullying. Not bullying because he's African American. Not bullying because maybe people just didn't like the way he sounded, the way he talked, the way he dressed. No, 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 no. He was bullied because he wore a colostomy bag. There's this huge freaking misconception that people who wear colostomy bags or ileostomy bags walk around with a smell, walk around with an odor. It's the misconceptions and the ignorance that get people fucked up in life. That is not true. It is not true. It is not true. It is not true. Just like you people walk around smelling fresh and clean if you wash your ass, it's the same way with us. We bathe, we shower, we can swim, we can hike, we can do all the bullshit that you people take advantage of or take for granted. We can do everything that you people can do. There are no limitations on us because we wear a pouch. Stephen was bullied because children who learn from so-called parents who did not learn from their fucking parents compassion or empathy, but they want people to show them compassion and empathy. He was bullied because of the same shit that people say. They could smell his colostomy bag. Stephen knew that that was not true. His mother knew that that was not true, and she fought for her baby. But Stephen could not take it anymore. They started choking him on the school bus. They were spraying things on him. They were throwing water on him. They were calling him dirty, stinky, all those things that adults, grown motherfuckers, do today. He finally broke, and his mother found her son dead in his bedroom. He hung himself. He killed himself. 10 years old, no control over his life situation, no control of his birth defect, because that's what it was. Again, 27 surgeries. They removed his pouch. They wanted to see if his colon would work properly, and it didn't. So he had to go back, and now he had to get a permanent colostomy. Bad. For anyone who may not have been in that situation, I'm sure, like I said on Mo's panel this morning, I know for a fact people within this community have colostomies. Why? Because they've told me. I know for a fact that people in people's chats know people who have ileostomies. Why? Because they've told me. So to watch these people sit in a chat and laugh or not even say anything is disheartening. I'm definitely appalled. Having to make a life and death decision. I don't think a lot of you people have gone through that. My situation was a life and death situation. Do you think I wanted this? Absolutely not. I'm too vain. But at the end of the day, I'm alive. I'm happy. And I'm pain free. And that's all that fucking matters. But with Stephen, he was 10 years old. He did not even know how to deal with his condition. He was still learning how to deal with his condition. He was trying to come to terms with his condition. But people, children, who most likely have ignorant ass parents, like the ones we see on YouTube, who teaches them nothing but ignorance and hatred and jealousy and envy. And instead of learning, you insult and make jokes. For anyone who has had to make a life or death decision, you know it's not easy. But when you make it, 9 times out of 10, it's the best decision you've ever made. And it was for me. I can go on and on and on about you people and tell you people what an ileostomy is and what a colostomy is, what the difference is, but why? The internet is there and Google's your fucking friend. Why don't you people learn something before you open your fucking mouths? Like I say, it's the ignorance for me. I want to say kudos and big ups to Sour Patch for going through what she's gone through and moving on and making her life better and better. I want to say kudos to, of course, Alethea, who again, another who was proud, courageous, and going through what she's gone through. I want to say kudos to, I had people's names in my head, now I can't remember. Yeah, Lady D. Kudos to you for going through what you've gone through. Kudos to anyone who was gay, straight, lesbian. Kudos to you for being you and being courageous to tell people who the fuck you are. Shout out, big ups and big ups. And more big ups to anyone who has gone through a life and death situation. Big ups to anyone who may have lost a loved one due to bullying and harassment. Shout out to us who are not afraid to be us, who are not afraid to show ourselves in our true form with no filters. For anyone that get on panels and kiki and ha ha, I want y'all to understand that not everybody is as strong as fucking me. And it's clear that the people in the chat definitely are not. Because when someone open their fucking mouth to talk about someone who, in my case, Iliosthenes, when I know for a fact it's a good thing I'm not like people on here, right? It's a good thing that I don't take my anger and my vindictiveness out on other motherfuckers. Because it would be so easy for me to revert to that piece of shit ass people. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to respect Stephen. And also, he's not the only one. There are millions of people that wear ileostomies. There are millions of people that have colostomies. Pouches are not fucking cheap. The motherfucking bill is $1,000 a pop for $60 for 60 pouches. $1,000. They're not cheap. I don't really have any more things to say to anybody or any one of you fucking people. You guys are disgusting and fucked up for life. But again, when you click your links and you go live and you talk about people's plight, remember, you have plight as well. And it's going to come hit your ass harder than us. Only the strongest will survive and the weak will falter. You just sit back and wait on it. Rest in peace, Stephen. For they don't understand. They don't give a fuck. But I do. But hey, what the fuck does it even matter anyway? Next time I go live, it will be in my new home. And we're going to talk about some things. Good things. You'll have a wonderful, wonderful fucking night. Or at least try to. Peace.